Hi geeks, welcome to my channel. Let's go shopping at Trader Joe's and check out all the new fall seasonal items that arrived this week. There's some new Thanksgiving items and some oldie but goodies that have returned. Plus stay tuned for a first look at new holiday items that have already arrived, and stick around for samples, grocery hauls, and some reviews. Always starting out in the front, checking out some plants. These are the Halloween Night Watch lilies for $9.99, mini calendivas for $4.99. And these are new euphorbias for $6.99. It's really amazing that there's so many different varieties of plants and flowers that come in weekly. It's always nice to just take a look before you go shopping, even if you don't buy it. So last week we saw the marigolds in a large pot, and that was $6.99, but now they're selling them in a bunch for $3.99, which is a really good deal. And then here are some pretty floral arrangements, all different kinds. Some have roses. So depending on the time of year, season, or if there's a holiday coming up, Trader Joe's comes out with these gift bags that have plants or flowers. And now the fall garden gift box is here, and there's a little card attached to it if you want to write a note. This is so convenient to pick up as like a last minute quick gift. And here's another look at the mini calendivas. Last week we saw the pomegranate seeds that are ready to eat in the refrigerated section, but the whole pomegranates are now here if you want to peel them yourself, and they are $2.99 each. And this is the organic romaine and chicory blend. I haven't seen this before. I know that there's a new organic red butter lettuce that's supposed to be out, but I couldn't find it, and this is $2.49. Now let's get into the new items that arrived this week, starting with the Orgain organic protein. This has 21 grams of protein in it, 130 calories, and that would be for 2 scoops, and it does contain stevia in it as the sweetener. This container is a little over £1, and at Costco, I think they sell the bigger, larger ones. But this is like a great way if you don't want to commit to the larger one at first and give it a try. This is $14.99. And for my dog owners, you're gonna die when you see this. Look how cute these holiday dog treats are. They totally look like Christmas cookies, and there's gingerbread in there, bones, penguins, stars, and I think even a snowman. What a cute, fun way to celebrate with your puppy or your dogs. I can totally picture all these cute little photos and Instagram posts with your dogs and their cute cookie treats. Now back to human treats. The baked pizza flavored pillow crisps are new, and this is a Sardinian snack. Okay, so I've already heard some reviews on this, and people are a little disappointed because the pizza flavor isn't that strong. But for me, I think this would be like an addicting snack just because of the texture alone. They seem light and crispy. These to me look like one of those snacks that you just keep popping in mindlessly. So they could be dangerous, kind of like the crunchy curly Q potato and lentil snacks, which also are bland, but they're salty and they have like the addicting texture. So there's a good chance that you guys might like it, or you can use it as a dipping vessel to any of the dips in the refrigerated section. And the iconic Thanksgiving stuffing seasoned kettle chips are back. So this was my all-time favorite #1 potato chips at Trader Joe's until last year, and I bought so many bags. I would buy like 3 bags at a time every single time I went, and I ended up having about 20 bags that lasted me all throughout the year. And I finally learned my lesson from that. I'm just going to grab 3 to 5 bags this season, and that's it, so I can enjoy it and not get sick of it, which is almost what also happened to the Ridge Cup potato chips seasoned with horseradish and chives. So for those who are curious if the horseradish flavor is strong, I really didn't think so, but it definitely has a flavor, but it doesn't have that like sharp, spicy kick to it. So the spice level is tolerable, and the only thing that would make this better is if it were kettle chips. And the cornbread crisps are back. So people go wild over this, and I finally tried it last year. It says sweet and salty cornbread, but to me it tasted more like a savory snack. And it says 4 grams of sugar, so I was hoping for like it to be slightly sweet, but it really didn't taste sweet to me at all. So I think the sweet and savory element would make it more addicting, but for those looking for a straightforward corn cracker, this one's for you, and this is $2.99. Another fan favorite is back, the Nuts About Rosemary mix. This one also is more savory to me than sweet, but it does say it's subtly sweet. So my plan is to mix this with the maple spice nut mix so that I get both sweet and savory bites, but also it would just be good on a charcuterie board. Throw some figs on there, cheese, prosciutto, salami, olives. Also, just a little tip, the seasoning tends to settle at the bottom of the can, so don't throw that out. You could totally use that as seasoning to roast your potatoes with, which is what I did last year, and it came out really yummy. So my store finally got in the new flavors of the overnight oats. This one is apple, and it is 250 calories, 21 grams of sugar, and here are the ingredients if you want to take a look. And there's also another new flavor, the peanut butter, and this one is 270 calories and 12 grams of protein, which is double the amount the apple has, and it has minimal ingredients, and these are both $1.99 each. The truffle trove cheese is back. This I tried last year. I brought it over to a friend's place and it was so yummy. It's extra mature cheddar with black summer truffles, and this is a sharp cheese. So the cheese flavor was really bold and it almost dominated the truffle flavor, but you could still definitely taste the truffles. And just last week I was talking about the Toscano cheese soaked in Chardonnay wine. This is my favorite cheese in the Toscano line, and here they all are. There's cinnamon, the Chardonnay wine, Syrah, and black pepper. For those that like a sharp, bold cheese flavor, then I recommend trying any of these four because they all have the same base of Toscano cheese. It's just accented with different flavors. And another seasonal cheese, the white Stilton cheese with cranberries, is back. Cranberry items tend to come out during the holidays, and this is $11.99 a pound. Also, there's another flavor, the white Stilton with apricots. And also the sparkling white Chardonnay grape juice is back. This is made with 100% Chardonnay grapes from Spain, and it is from concentrate. So for those who don't drink alcohol, this is a great choice because this is 100% juice. I brought this over to a Friendsgiving about 2 years ago, and it was really crisp, but very, very sweet. So this is definitely like a celebratory drink, and that's $3.99 a bottle. The sparkling apple cider I showed last week, and I just noticed the sparkling limeade for $3.69. Also, there's a new coffee, and it's from Guatemala, and it's La Morena Peaberry Small Lot Coffee, 100% Arabica whole bean coffee, medium roast, and it has notes of dark chocolate, blackberry, and brown sugar, and this is $10.99 a bag. Another new item that arrived is the Fruz balls. So I've tried the peanut butter and jelly and the chocolate hazelnut, and the new flavor is caramel chocolate peanut butter. Essentially, these are made with dates and a few other ingredients like peanut butter, coconut, peanut, cashew, cocoa powder, natural flavors, and pink salt. And 2 balls are 121 calories. Here I'm showing you the ingredients for the peanut butter and jelly just to compare, because the ingredients in this one are very minimal and clean. Essentially, these are energy balls and they are calorically dense, and so they would make a great snack for a long hike, a long run. These peach halves always look so good and so juicy, but I never get them because I always just end up getting fresh fruit. These are $4.79. And it was today's sample, and it reminded me of childhood when I had those little fruit cups packed in my school lunches. Also, another returning item is the truffle ranch dressing. This came out last year, I believe, and here are the nutrition facts. I feel like truffles, it's a very polarizing item. Either you love it or you don't. I like truffles, and so I don't mind any truffle flavored items. This is $6.99. So I just wanted to show you guys the dark chocolate cookie sticks, twisted cookie sticks dipped in Belgian dark chocolate. This is going to come out with new packaging. Actually, some stores already have it on the East Coast, but the price is still the same, $1.99. And I am just taking a look at the freezer section because I have been on the hunt for the Korean kimbap, and it is sold out every single time I go. So actually today when I was checking out, the cashier told me they get 2 cases in a day, and there's about 36, I think, in each case with a limit of 2 per person, so they sell out really quickly. Also, everyone's favorite butter toffee pretzels are back. These are delicious in terms of flavor, but the texture is a little off for me. It's a little bit harsh on the teeth because it's like grainy and sandy. Also, the pretzels tasted a little stale to me, and I just couldn't understand why everyone loves it so much until I stopped eating it as a snack on its own and used it as a topping for ice cream, and it was a total game changer and I was hooked. And these are $3.49. Another returning item is the milk chocolate coins of the world. This is now $1.99, and I remember it being $1.49, and even before that I remember it being 99 cents. So the price definitely has gone up, and it is a product of Holland. And the advent calendars are back. How cute. Last year, I think there were over like 10 different types of calendars. They even had Hanukkah ones. Right now, my store only had 4 different styles, but I'm sure more will be coming out. And this one has a cute Trader Joe's red truck on it. 270 calories for 24 pieces, and there's a little crossword puzzle on the back. I would grab a few soon because every single time I waited, it was already gone, and these are $129 each. And here's another new fun but edible activity, and it is a turkey walks into a pumpkin patch cookie kit. And let's see what it includes. 8 cookies, 2 icing packets, 2 sprinkle packets, and 1 sanding sugar packet. And here are the nutrition facts. So 120 calories for half a decorated cookie. For those that buy these cookie kits or haunted houses or gingerbread cookie houses, let us know if the cookies that are pre-made are actually good or do they taste stale. And this kit costs $7.99 per box. So these cookies came out in the spring and they disappeared and then reappeared, and then so now I'm not sure if this is like a staple year-round item. The cookie part is like really crispy and light and buttery, and the raspberry filling is right on the cusp of being just a little too sweet. And here's Trader Joe's version of the Australian Tim Tam cookies. I wanted to take a look at the box mix section because I was looking for the gingerbread boxed cake mix, and it's already been spotted in some stores already, and I think I'm going to try it this year because the pumpkin bread and muffin mix was so good and just blew me away and kind of surpassed all my expectations. So now I'm really looking forward to try the gingerbread mix, which I also heard is really good. And someone told me that the green pumpkins are actually artichokes. So let me know what you guys think. Do you think it's an artichoke or do you think it's a green pumpkin? And here are the candles, and I am just looking also for the red currant foaming hand soap, which appeared online like about a month ago, but I haven't spotted it yet. So I feel like it's going to come out any day now, so keep an eye out for that. The garlic and black pepper almonds, they came out recently, maybe about 1 or 2 weeks ago, and I wanted to try it, but I didn't want to commit to a whole bag. And lo and behold, it was today's sample. I was a little worried that it would have too much of a strong black pepper taste, but it didn't. And the garlic flavor wasn't overwhelming, so it was a really nice balance. There's another new tote bag that is added to the mix, and this is called the Citrus Jute Bag, and is $3.99. If you're wondering when the turkeys are starting to arrive, it will be around November 7th, so keep a lookout for that. But the brined bone-in half turkey breast is already here. This is fully cooked and it has a garlic herb butter on it, and the price has definitely gone up. It is $9.99 per pound. And look how cute these decorated pumpkins are. The store is having a pumpkin contest, so there's Finding Nemo, an eyeball, a cow, a crazy looking turkey, Pokemon, a cool pineapple with a strawberry sidekick, the Michelin Man, I think that one should win, SpongeBob, an artistic one with ghosts on it, and a scary pumpkin. And at the end there's a little basket so you can put in your vote for which pumpkin you like. So that's it for shopping this week. Let's get into this week's haul. Always need bananas, so I got some that were looking a little ripe and one that needed a couple more days, and so I got some regular and organic. I just go by really the color. Of course, the delicata squash, it's a staple in my fall hauls. I roast it up and have some with dinner almost every single night, and I got 1 lemon because I couldn't find organic lemons. And one of my favorite chips, the Thanksgiving stuffing seasoned kettle chips, they are back. This is another stock up item for me that I kind of went overboard on in previous years. So this year I'm definitely going to pace myself. It does have like a seasoned Thanksgiving stuffing flavor, but it's more on the mild side. If you guys have tried Aldi's Thanksgiving chips, they're way more salty and more flavorful, but not better because those aren't kettle chips and these are. The stuffing flavor is more mild in the Trader Joe's chips, but the flavor definitely builds the more you eat it. And the Thanksgiving seasoned popcorn, of course, I had to give this a try. I like stuffing flavored anything, so I'm sure I'll like this too. And you guys are probably curious to see what it looks like, so let's take a closer look. One thing I don't like about Trader Joe's popcorn is it usually tastes stale to me, so I was a little hesitant, but this one was so yummy and it tasted light and crispy, fluffy, airy. Seriously, I'm so impressed that it doesn't taste stale. I'm like loving it. So depending on the item, texture and mouthfeel trumps flavor for me. So if the texture is good, then I am more forgiving when it comes to flavor. But this one was there for both texture and flavor. In terms of the stuffing flavor, it's reminiscent of stuffing, but something's a little bit different. Also picked up some tofu. I'm not sure if I'm going to add this to like a brothy soup, or I also wanted to try a vegan tofu scramble for breakfast. And then, of course, figs. They're still in season, and I just can't help myself. If I see it, I have to get it. I sometimes slice this up and put it on peanut butter toast, so the figs are kind of like my jam. And the organic shredded kale, of course, I get this every week. I saute it with mushrooms and I put a runny egg over it, and that's usually my breakfast. And I picked up not one but two avocado ranch salad kits because I enjoyed it so much last week. And I was never a fan of the Frito-Lay corn chips, so I never bought the Trader Joe's one, but I did sample it a while back, the elote version, and I kind of want to get it, especially after having the salad, although this one has the plain corn chips in it. Also got a pack of the organic microgreens to add to sandwiches. These are so good and they're not bitter at all like some other sprouts, and so I highly recommend. Picked up a box of the riced hearts of palm for just a light, quick meal. If you make the entire box, it's actually pretty filling and it's only 60 calories. It is a little pricey though, so I only treat myself once in a while to it. And the Thai wheat noodles, I'm not sure why this is called Thai noodles because it really is just like Japanese udon noodles to me, but they're really good and convenient, and I was thinking maybe adding it to a soup with the tofu in it. So that was my haul for this week, but then I had to run into Trader Joe's again because I wanted to pick up a few more items, and then one thing led to another, and I picked up another bag of the Thanksgiving popcorn because I liked it so much, and I thought these are probably going to be off the shelves in a couple of weeks, so I just wanted to stock up and make sure I had one for actual Thanksgiving. And the main reason I went is because I wanted the green juice. I actually ended up picking up some last week, but I didn't get to show you because I only picked up a few things and I ran out of it and wanted to drink it again. Also, just a heads up, this juice is not sweet at all. If you want a green juice that's more sweeter and palatable, then you can find the Power to the Greens juice on the shelf over by the juice section. Also picked up a protein bar just to have one on the go. And now that Halloween's right around the corner, I've been craving chocolate, and this is kind of like a quick chocolate fix that's a little bit better for me because there's protein in it. And the dried wild blueberries, pick some up to put on top of oatmeal. And the freeze-dried blueberries, these are like one of my favorite snacks, but they're so pricey that I don't get them all the time. I get them here and there. And this time I was able to find the organic lemons. I like having hot lemon water in the morning to start my day. And also picked up another bag of the organic shredded kale because I've been going through it so quickly, because now I've been also throwing it into soups and not just having it for breakfast. And picked up my favorite tuna, the wild skipjack tuna in the packet. This one is actually a product of Thailand, I think, and the one in the can is a product of Indonesia. So I like the one in the packet more because it's more dry, and this one's a little bit more moist. But either way, I still had some celery left over, so I wanted to make some tuna fish sandwiches. Also picked up a Roma tomato to add to the tuna fish sandwich. Envy apple, my favorite. Also picked up a rave apple just for variety. The rave apple is a little bit more sour and tart, but it's still sweet and crispy, and more bananas. And the Nuts About Rosemary mix has come back, and so I wanted to get it. And you guys, the price has gone up an entire $1 from last year. So last year it was $6.99 and this year it's $7.99. This is really a good mix though, and it comes with 4 nuts, almonds, cashews, hazelnuts, and pecans. So here's a closer look at them. The rosemary flavor isn't overly strong. I, again, find this a more savory mix, but there is a subtle like aftertaste of sweetness the more you eat it. Also, here's an idea for like a movie night. If you want a savory mix, pair the Thanksgiving popcorn with the Nuts About Rosemary mix. But if you want a sweet and savory, then pair it with the maple spice nut mix if you still have it. I'm working on my last can, so I'm really banking on the cashier saying that it might come back around the holidays. Also picked up another bag of the Thanksgiving kettle chips because I already finished half of the first bag that I got earlier this week. So that's the hauls for this week. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a like, follow me on Instagram and TikTok. Please subscribe if you're new. Until the next video, ciao guys!